had multiple state finals that were held over the weekends, with Naperville North Water Polo looking to make a splash and our girls track teams competing down at Eastern Illinois. Hello and welcome back to Naperville Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Joe Kennedy. Let's waste no time and jump right into a busy show. We start with action from the Water Polo State Finals.
Welcome to the IHSA Boys Water Polo State Championship featuring Naperville North, who jumps into this game for only the second time in program history when they finished as runner-up in 2007. Now the Huskies strap up and look for that first state championship, but they must take care of New Trier. The Trevians are searching for state title number 3 after back-to-back first-place finishes in 2022 and 2023. The Trevians make the best of a low-scoring first quarter as Caden Carberry shows off the skipper to give New Trier a 2-1 lead after 1. New Trier opens up a can of dominance in the second quarter, starting with Holden Hebler popping out of the water and scores. Here they come again, and with the new score. That contested is Caden Adrian Napoli, who beats the shot clock and gives New Trier a commanding 5-1 lead. The Huskies bring the ball to their end, and they get a much-needed goal from John Reardon to make it a 5-2 game. Trevians keep hitting the gas, so Carberry skips it from a long distance, and New Trier takes a 6-2 lead at the break. The Huskies' second half game plan is to feed Mason Hoffman. Jacob Podkasik lobs to Hoffman, and he will do the rest from there. North gets a stop on defense and brings it the other way. Jack Reif picks up the ball and looks for Hoffman, who scores out of the blue, and the Huskies trail 6-4. The next possession is copy and paste, but this time Jack Reif has the goal, and we have a one-score game heading into the final quarter. The Huskies' second half climb continues because Hoffman scores yet another goal, but it's a big one as North ties the game at 6. Trevians want to take the lead back, but Husky goalie Caleb Hewson intends to keep the score even, so he makes the crucial save, and the momentum stays with the blue and orange. It carries in this possession, with Caden Sal winning the one-on-one battle to give Naperville North its first lead of the game at 7-6. After North chews a lot of clock and makes big-time stops, the Trevians have one last chance with 17 seconds left. Hank Woodman aims for the equalizer, but Houston denies access. Huskies win out the final seconds, and we have a winner! Naperville North captures its first Boys Water Polo State Championship after a 7-6 comeback win over New Trier. The Huskies finished the season with a final record of 32-4 and at the top of the mountain in Boys Water Polo. Naperville North dives into the pool one last time in the third-place game of the IHSA Girls Water Polo State Series. The Huskies are looking to end the season and head coach Andy McWhorter's career on a high note as they take on York. The Dukes are coming off a semifinal loss to Lyons Township earlier in the day. Both teams are even at 1 until Peyton Schreier for the Huskies splits that by scoring on the penalty shot. More from North, this time with Mia Podkasik, who receives the Natalie Brown drive pass and connects. Then the other Podkasik and Ava takes note from sister Mia and fires a dart into the back of the net for a 4-2 Husky lead. York climbs into the deficit with Haley Morgan lobbing to leading scorer Emily Jensen, who targets the left corner to make it a one-goal game. Huskies answer the call as Kate Chihara lobs her shot past the goalie for some breathing room. Right before the half, the Huskies add another tally with Molly Deppis finding Ava Podkasic and launches her shot in. North holds an 8-4 lead at the break. The Dukes start the second half on a positive note thanks to this goal by Natalie Turk to get York back in it. Then they get a turnover on defense, and once in transition, Jensen capitalizes with yet another goal. York trails 9-6 as we head to the fourth. However, the Huskies stay on pace as Mia Podkasic steals the momentum back with a big-time goal. Later on, Schreier seals the deal with the skipper, and that helps Naperville North secure the third-place trophy and sends head coach Andy McWhorter out with a bang. The Huskies finish the season with a final record of 28-7-1.
Coming up next, we'll keep it with water polo as two legendary coaches are hanging up the whistle this spring. Between them are over a dozen state trophies, 22 sectional titles, and over 1,000 career wins.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO.
The import tariff is here, but at Fair Oaks Ford, we'll help you beat the tariff with a large selection of American-made in-stock vehicles right now. For a limited time, lock in pre-tariff pricing on select new Ford models and save thousands. From America, for America. And right now, we're offering employee pricing for all. You pay what we pay. Now that's what we call fair. Don't miss your chance to beat the tariff at Fair Oaks Ford in Naperville.
Naperville North girls water polo coach Andy McWhorter and Naperville Central boys coach Bill Salentine are calling it a career after more than 2 decades of dominance in the pool. Both started their programs from scratch in the 1990s before water polo was even an IHSA sport, and both now walk away with multiple state championships. We have more on the two coaches with our latest feature story presented by Fair Oaks Lincoln. Naperville North girls water polo coach Andy McWhorter and Naperville Central boys coach Bill Salentine are calling it a career after more than 2 decades of dominance in the pool. Between them, they've amassed over 1,000 wins and 5 state championships, each building their programs from the ground up in the 1990s, long before water polo became an IHSA sport.
When we first started on the girls' side, we had exactly 7 girls, and we're out at St. Charles, and it went into overtime, and the girls were exhausted, and they came away with a win at the very end. So that was our first win with 7 girls, no subs.
That gritty win was the beginning of 549 career wins for McWhorter, 4th all-time in IHSA girls water polo history. Under his leadership, the Naperville North girls earned 9 sectional titles, including an incredible run from 2017 to 2025. During that stretch, North captured back-to-back state titles in 2021 and 22, going a perfect 29-0 in 2021. The Husky girls program has only known McWhorter, and across the DuPage River, the Naperville Central boys team has only known Salentine.
The first several years, it was an hour and a half practice where we swam for an hour and played catch for a half an hour, and then we'd go to games and get beat, just destroyed. I never played polo, but I would talk to every coach we played.
That drive turned into success, including 587 career wins, also 4th most in IHSA boys water polo. Over 23 seasons, Salentine led the Redhawks to 13 sectional titles and 3 state championships, including an undefeated season in 2016 to win his first state title. He never once finished with a losing record.
Oh, it means I've been around a long time. No, seriously, we've been lucky with great kids.
In 2002, the first year of IHSA Water Polo, Salentine's Redhawks upset Neuqua Valley in the sectional final, punching their ticket to the inaugural state tournament. First-year Naperville Central Athletic Director Jeff Plackett was an assistant coach that season under Salentine, before moving on to become the Redhawk girls polo coach from 2003 to 2024.
Bill's approach to planning a season and preparing a team to be playing their best in May is reflected in 3 state titles. We have an athletic tradition here that goes back to 1910, and he is the only coach in the history of this school to win 3 state titles.
Plackett has strong connections to both legendary Naperville coaches. Before graduating from Naperville North in 1997, Plackett swam under Mick Werder. He would also lifeguard and help Mick Werder in the summer, who was the pool manager at Crest Creek. In 1998, the Naperville Summer Subdivision Water Polo League was created by Mick Werder and Plackett.
So we had 4 teams that first year, kind of playing some little kid water polo, and then over the years that has grown to 12 or 13 of the summer pools, about 500 kids playing water polo during the summertime.
Often these young athletes continue their journey in the pool at one of Naperville's 5 area high schools. Over the last 25 years, that youth league has developed talent and produced 15 state final appearances across the boys and girls program at North and Central. That includes a state title this season from the Husky boys, who came back to win it against New Trier 7-6.
I don't have a favorite of the 3 state titles. That's like, which kid is your favorite? 16 was special. I think we proved to the rest of the state that Naperville is the real deal.
Since IHSA Water Polo began in 2002, at least one Naperville school has claimed a sectional title every single season. And thanks to the foundation built by Mick Werder and Salentine, that tradition of excellence and the values they instilled will continue to ripple through the pool for generations to come. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Joe Kennedy. Let's keep the postseason coverage rolling after the break with the IHSA Girls Track State Finals.
In these complicated times, local news has never been more important. DailyHerald.com lets you stay connected to your community, wherever you are.
We live in a safe community, but not a crime-free community. If you see something, say something. Be a Naperville Crime Stopper.
We're at O'Brien Field on the campus of Eastern Illinois University for the IHSA Class 3A Girls State Track and Field Finals. Schools from across Illinois are here to compete, including athletes from Waubonsie Valley, Naperville North, Naperville Central, Bennett Academy, and Neuqua Valley. We begin in the field with a long jump, and Neuqua Valley senior Gabby Carvelis lands a personal best and a school record at 5.69 meters. It's good for 3rd place in state. Huntley senior Dominique Johnson takes first in the event, soaring to 5.86 meters. Carvelis isn't done yet, as she's back at the pit for the triple jump. She continues her strong postseason with a 12.06 meter leap, the 2nd longest mark in Illinois this year. And here's the longest mark of the year, as Dominique Johnson wins another event, and she breaks the state record with a jaw-dropping jump of 13.02 meters. Johnson and Carvelis claim the top 2 spots. In the high jump, Dunlap's Samantha Ye clears 1.75 meters to secure the state title.
It was great. I was the favorite coming in for triple jump. But my goal was to get the state record, which I did. And then for long jump, I just wanted to win. I've been competing at state for long jump all 4 years, and I've never won. I've inched closer and closer, so I'm just so happy that I got the win today.
I mean, after competing yesterday, I was a little bit sore, fatigued, but I tried my best, and I just pushed through it. I'm just really proud of myself and everything that I've been able to do.
Moving over to distance events, it's the 3,200 meter run. Elizabeth Hall of Neuqua Valley and Bennett's Delilah Hellenhaus are in the pack early. Barrington sophomore Mia Soroy pulls away midway through the race, followed by Allison Shuttler of St. Ignatius and Amelie Ojeda of Willowbrook. Hall and Hellenhaus remain competitive in the chase group. After winning this event as a freshman, Soroy cruises to her second straight 32-meter state title with a time of 10 minutes and 1.12 seconds. Shuttler takes second and Hall finishes in 10th, while Naperville Central's Ava Hendren places 16th. Hoffman Estates standout Daisha Brunson dominates the 100-meter hurdles, finishing first with a season-best 13.75 seconds. It's a fast finish in the 100-meter dash. Angelina Bullocks of Whitney Young sprints to victory with a time of 11.35 seconds. Naperville Central's Lola Satri Morales lines up for the 800-meter. She and Annika Swan of St. Ignatius lead the pack at the halfway mark. Swan surges down the final stretch, winning with a PR of 2 minutes and 10.08 seconds. Satri Morales isn't far behind, finishing in second with her own PR of 2:11.31. In the 4x200 relay, Plainfield North takes command early. Taylor McLean, Kaya Bradshaw, Lauren Delangelo, and Anaya Poindexter combined for the win with a school record time of 1 minute and 37.09 seconds. Now in the 400-meter, Homewood Flossmoor's Mariah Robinson powers through the final stretch here for the win with a time of 54.17 seconds. The final distance race is the 1,600-meter. Wabanzi's Lily Byback joins a stacked field that includes Swan and Shuttler of St. Ignatius and 3,200-meter champ Mia Soroy of Barrington. As the race unfolds, Soroy takes the early lead, but in the final lap here, it's Swan who makes her move, crossing first with a time of 4 minutes and 48.94 seconds. Shuttler takes second and Soroy finishes in third. Byback holds strong in the second group. When the points are tallied, Homewood Flossmoor wins the team state championship. Mount Prospect finishes second and St. Ignatius takes third.
It was good. I felt a lot stronger than last year, and I think I've just improved a lot, mentally and physically I've gotten a lot stronger. So I was ready, and I felt a lot more prepared than last time around, and I've learned a lot through all my experiences, and since I'm older now, so yeah, I was really excited for the opportunity.
It was really exciting. It was my first time at track and field state in high school, so I was really just excited to show up and see what I could do. It was really good. Me and Annika were used to working together, so I felt really comfortable being with her.
I really feel like the longer distance is better suited for me, so yeah, I've loved running it, and I had a teammate make it with me this year, which was really fun. I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to double just because I don't really feel like the 1600 is my strong suit, but I thought it was a good learning opportunity, and I just wanted to go out there and stick my nose in it and see what I could do on tired legs.
I was really excited for today's event, very nervous going in, but overall, I would say I had a pretty good race.
Let's go to the awards.
Obviously not exactly what I wanted, but I'm still pretty happy with the result. The first place girl competed super well. I'm happy we got to run together for the first lap, and I think everybody else was putting up a really good fight. I think overall, everyone did really well, especially the first place finishers for 1A and 2A broke their records, I think, so really impressive overall. Nice day here.
East Aurora hosts the IHSA 3A Boys Track and Field sectional meet with teams from across the Naperville area, including Naperville Central, Neuqua Valley, Naperville North, Wabanzi Valley, and Bennett Academy. Everyone is competing for spots at the state finals at Eastern Illinois next weekend. We start with a field where Naperville Central's Ben Blank launches a 54.25-meter discus throw to secure second place and a trip to state. Oswego East Zach Morrisroe takes the win with a toss of 55.03 meters. Later, Blank's teammate Tim Presig records a mark of 15.7 meters in shot put, while also placing third in discus with a 48.4-meter throw. It's good enough to qualify for state. Morris Rowe claims another title in this one, winning shot put at 19.10 meters. Now to the pole vault, Curtis Burke from Neuqua Valley clears 4.16 meters to advance to state. He's joined by Patrick Durkin of Downers Grove South, who takes first, while Declan Diamond of Bennett Academy finishes third. In the long jump, Central's Zolan Terry leaps 7.14 meters to take third and qualify. The winner is Daniel Robinson of Neuqua Valley, who jumps 7.21 meters, as both are headed to state. Wildcat David Taiwo claims third place in the triple jump at 13.48 meters, tying with Oswego East Jamari McKay. Sean Alexander of Romeoville takes first at 13.88 meters. In high jump, Lamont's Daniel Jaquez clears 1.93 meters to win the event. Ishmael Elliott of Wabanzi matches the height for a personal record and third place, earning a spot at state.
High jump is a very special thing for me. This year I went from a 5'11 PR to a 6'4 PR, which is pretty crazy. I went from one meet jumping 5'7 to jumping 6'3, so that kind of broke open that kind of new reality for me to be able to qualify for state. You know, high jump I've been doing since middle school. And so I'm glad to just be able to evolve into something new and be able to qualify for state, because high jump is something special for me.
It felt really good to be able to stay qualified on my first throw, so then the rest of them were just pretty relaxed, you know, and I could just do them how I wanted to, you know. Kind of took the pressure off. It's just such a great experience, you know, being there with everyone who's really serious about this sport, and I really love being around all those people, you know.
We hit the track for the 110-meter hurdles, where Cooper McGinnis of Neuqua leads the way with a time of 14.12. He qualifies along with Naperville North's Nico Gall and Edward Mumford. Next in the 800 meters, Central's Gavin George and Bennett's Jeffrey Lang Jr. and Griffin Schneed face stiff competition. Mateo Ramiro of Sandburg wins it with a time of 1 minute and 53.14 seconds, while Schneed finishes third behind Grant Schroeder of Downers Grove North. The 4x200 relay lights up under the setting sun. Neuqua's Avery Smith and Central's Eron Kennedy get off to quick starts. It's a tight finish, but Oswego East squad of Nigel Grisby, Aiden Fell, Lamari Hall, and Brett Potts take first. Both Neuqua and Oswego East qualify for state. Back to the hurdles in the 300-meter event, where Mumford and McGinnis battled Oswego's Josiah Sprinkle. Sprinkle edges out the win with a time of 38.40 seconds as all three earn state berths. In the 1600 meters, Central's Patrick Clune and Neuqua's Ryan Adamski start strong. Downers Grove North's Philip Kupial and Will Surratt finish first and second, while Clune earns a third place finish. Finn Richards of Bennett shines in the 3200 meter, winning it with a personal best time of 9 minutes and 9.11 seconds. Now to the 200 meter, it brings more Wildcat action. Daniel Robinson finishes 8th, but teammate Jacob Kuchars grabs 4th place and a state bid. We wrap it up with the 4x400 relay with Central's Patrick Clune in lane 7 and Neuqua's David Garza in lane 1. Bolingbrook's relay team, Urechku Ifajekwu, Edmund Ankoma, Jason Vervik, and Bruce Duncan III wins with a school record time of 3 minutes and 21.08 seconds. They earn a trip to state. At the end of the night, Bolingbrook and Naperville North tie for 4th place with 58.5 points each. Oswego East claims the sectional championship with 87.5 points, followed by Neuqua Valley in 2nd and Naperville Central in 3rd.
I'm happy because I just first time breaking 38. Very fun. Happy with my time there. I wish I didn't die at the end like I did, so I probably would have got first, but saving it for the state meet.
I mean, coming in with the favorite, I knew that I had what I needed to run to win, and overall went pretty well.
I knew I was running 3 events today. My coach told me that I had to try my hardest to stay qualified and do my best, and that's what I brought to this meet.
It's time for postseason action as Naperville North boys lacrosse hosts the Valley. In their previous matchup, Naperville North was able to hold off the Valley in a 10-7 victory. The Huskies eliminated the Valley in last year's playoffs as well. Miller Camp attacks the defense from behind the goal but is unable to get off a shot towards the goal. After recovering the ball, North senior Dylan Kyman's shot finds the back of the net for the opening goal of the game. Almost halfway through the first quarter, Chris Veal pushes through the Husky defense as his shot bounces past the defense for the score to tie the game. Evan Marsheets evades the defender with a spin move as his shot goes in between the goalie's legs for the score. North retakes the lead 2-1 with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Joining in on the scoring, Camp gets past his defender as his shot goes through multiple defenders for the goal. At the end of one, North leads 3-1. Showing off their ball movement, the Valley offense looks to get past the tough North defense. From long range, Jacob Cullen takes a shot towards the goal, but is denied by senior goalie Lincoln Malley. Early in the second quarter, Leo Hobson gets the steal for the Valley. Camp applies the pressure on Desmond Stribley, resulting in a bad pass as Marsheets gets the steal as his shot finds the back of the net for his second goal of the game as North extends the lead to 5-1. Husky Drew West wins the faceoff against Stribley and is off to the races. West buries his shot into the lower left corner for his first career goal. Providing a much-needed spark, Josh Cullen sends his shot from long range for the point. Going into the second half, the Valley trails 7-2. Starting the second half with 2 goals, Jake Springer spins past 2 Valley defenders. Springer sneaks his shot past the goalie as North leads 10-2. Moments later, Gareth Keller recovers the loose ball for the Valley and has nothing but green in front of him. Keller drills his shot past Malley for the score. The Valley needs more to remain within striking distance. Into the fourth quarter, keeping their foot on the gas, Logan Francoeur gets past the defense as he jumps into the air as his shot is too high for the goalie. North pulling away with an 11-3 lead. Later in the quarter, there's a scramble for possession after the faceoff. The Valley gets possession, however, stepping in between the pass, Camp attacks the goal, scoring his 4th goal of the game as the Huskies slam the door, leading 12-3. Naperville North gets the win against the Valley 13-3. The Huskies will take on Bennett Academy at Geneva next week.
The opening round of boys lacrosse sectionals sees Naperville Central welcoming Kalen to its home turf. These two squads faced off in March and the Redhawks won 7-5. The Redhawks go to work right away with Jake Walbert running, wrapping around before firing in his squad's first goal not even 2 minutes in. More from Central as Declan Burke finds Drew Snyder, and he sidearms it in with a bounce, and it's 2-0 home team. Back to Burke, who wants to score this time, and he does so with a sidearm shot of his own. Redhawks are cruising up 3-0 with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. However, the Knights are just getting started, so Vinny McDonald runs to the defense and shoots a laser from a long distance to get Kalen on the board. Both teams tally one more goal with Central up 4-2 at the half. The Knights' second half game plan is to feed Garrett Wills, and good things will happen. He changes gears before showing off a bounce shot, and the Knights make it a 1-goal game. 5-4 Central, but here comes Kalen, and Wills, who ties the game thanks to this aggressive sidearm shot. Redhawks take it right back with Walbert, who scores right in front of the goalie. He celebrates in style by adjusting his cleats because there's more to come. This game is tied again, this time at 6 with Kalen in transition. Vinny McDonald connects on the turnaround to give the Knights their first lead of the game with under 5 minutes to go. Under 2 minutes to go, the Red Hawks have a chance to even the score. It's Braden Tritt on the run, and he gambles on the long overhand shot, and it's good. This game is tied at 7, so let's go to overtime. Central is on the attack, but the Knights and Tater Shadin make the stop to regain possession. The same goes for the Central defense. Will sees the gap until Tony Fasha steps up for the save to keep the score even, so we need another overtime. In the second OT, Nate Laperna finds Broden Oswald, who shoots and scores to win the game for the Red Hawks. Naperville Central takes down Caneland 8-7 and moves on to the next round, where they'll face the sectional's top-seeded Wheaton Academy.
After capturing their first DVC championship last week, the Waubonsee Valley Warriors are back in action as they host the 2A Sectional Championship. Waubonsee looks for its first sectional title since 2015, and they welcome in the Neuqua Valley Wildcats, who took third place in the DVC tournament. We begin with a third-place doubles match featuring freshman Krish Dave and Kevin Sivapuniyam of Waubonsee Valley against the duo of Andy Yu and Jaden Chiao from Neuqua Valley. This is Chiao with a serve. Sivapuniyam returns, but Yu is there close to the net and scores a point early for the Wildcats. Later in the set, Sivapuniyam charges the net to return a drop shot, and it's well out of reach for the Wildcats. The Warriors are fired up, and they go on to win the first set 7-5. This is Yu serving. Sivapuniyam returns, and Chiao sends a strong shot over the Warriors' heads. Neuqua Valley goes on to win the second set 6-2. Later on, Yu is serving again. Chiao is active near the net, and he's able to score again for the Wildcats. Neuqua Valley goes on to win the second set 6-1, securing third place in the doubles championship. Both duos will compete next weekend at State. Next up, we have the doubles championship featuring Ricky Kim and Evan Yang from Neuqua Valley against the undefeated DVC duo of Ishan Suresh Kumar and Ravanth Kothapalli. The Warriors have defeated the Wildcat duo in the previous two matchups this season. Early on, Kim returns the Kothapalli serve. Suresh Kumar is unable to keep his backhand in play. Both teams go back and forth in this first set. Later on, after a rally, Kothapalli delivers a timely drop shot, and Yang is unable to reach it. The Warriors go on to win the first set 6-4. Now in the second set, Yang sends a strong serve over the net, but Suresh Kumar is able to send it back. But Kim is there, and he scores the point with a smash. Once again, both sides exchange games in the second set. Yang is serving again. After a short rally, Suresh Kumar sends a soft backhand down the left, and it scores for the Warriors. Waubonsee Valley is nearing a second set victory. Suresh Kumar serves game point, and Kim's return is too long. The Warriors win the second set 6-4 and claim the doubles championship. Both the Warrior and Wildcat duos will compete next weekend at State. Now to our final match, we have the singles championship featuring two undefeated Waubonsee Valley players, Hector Diaz and Samayan Tile. Early on, Diaz delivers a strong forehand, which is returned by Tile, but Diaz comes back with a powerful smash for the point. Diaz goes on to win the first set 6-0. Later on, after a rally, Tile sends a well-placed forehand shot down the line, and Diaz is unable to return it over the net. Diaz is still in control in the second set. Moments later, Diaz hits a nice drop shot that sends Tile charging towards the net. He delivers one of his own, but Diaz comes right back with a tough backhand that is well out of reach. Diaz is nearing match point. Closing it out, Tile returns the initial serve, but his next shot just misses the baseline, and Diaz secures the sectional championship. He remains undefeated, but both players will play next weekend at State, and both help Waubonsee claim the 2A sectional championship. It's their first since 2015 and third in program history. Neuqua Valley finishes in a tie with Oswego East for second place.
Yeah, I kept my energy really good today. I made sure I was like super aggressive and just like keeping like staying super composed. Like it's hard playing a teammate in the final, but it's fun though. Just just playing like a regular match. I think today I did really good on just like keeping like my momentum going. Just cruising through, making sure I'm just staying calm throughout every single point, whether I lose or win it. And then I just gotta keep the momentum going for next week at state. Just hopefully do damage at state, and we'll see what we can do from there.
I just feel like we got through like tough moments, especially like Love 30, especially in our service games, and I feel like that just helped us just gain momentum in the following games and help us win the sets and then eventually the match.
Yeah. Oh, I think, for me personally, I think in the semifinal, like the first set was kind of a little rough for me. I had to like make some adjustments with my volleys and like my returns, for example. But I think like from the end of the second set, like the middle of the second set, through the whole tournament, after that I was like really happy with my performance. I was volleying really well, returning really well, and things like that. Yeah.
Feels really good. I know last year we came up short again, got second, but it feels really good to do it with this special group of people this year.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our whole team. We had a couple like revamps here because we have Hector back, we have 2 freshmen at doubles too. So I'm just like really happy with all the work like that's been put in through all of season, and so I'm just like really happy about it and really grateful for everybody. Yeah.
Well, Bonzi's one is a really good team. We have a lot of respect for them. We've obviously played them before twice, and so we kind of knew what we were going into. We had some game plans that we wanted to execute, and we knew their strengths and their weaknesses, but they just executed very well. They hit a lot of good shots, and they kept the rally going, which just made it difficult for us.
They're excellent at the net, but I think we were trying to lob a little more. I don't know how well that worked, but
Bennett Academy hosts one of the 8 2A boys tennis sectionals with teams like Naperville North, Naperville Central, Mattia Valley, and the host Red Wings battling for state qualifications. We pick things up on day 2 where everyone competing has already punched their tickets to state. Arush Bardwaj and Aaron Yang from Naperville North take on Royce Lalani and Carter Donnelly from Mattia Valley in the 3rd place doubles match. In the first set, Donnelly, the freshman, sends a forehand return just out of reach to earn the point for the black and gold. Later in the opening set, Yang with a big overhand serve. Bardwaj jumps to his right for the return from Donnelly. He then waits and slams down a big smash that bounces back to the fence. The Huskies take the first set 6-3. Bardwaj serves in the far court in set 2. Donnelly sends the ball back into the corner, and Bardwaj has to lunge to lob the ball back. Lalani eagerly waits by the net and slams down the point for the Mustangs. North looks to put things away in set 2 on the Donnelly serve. Yang plays at the net and exchanges several quick volleys with both Mustangs. After Lalani pops up a backhand, Bardwaj drops back and slams down a smash for the point. North takes 3rd place 6-3, 6-4, with the Mustangs finishing in 4th place. The 3rd place matchup in singles features Mattia Valley senior Mahir Arya and Naperville Central sophomore Jason Chang. Both will be making their state singles debuts as they battle for bronze in the sectional. Chang serves in the far court as Arya pops a return over. Chang uses an underhand before Arya backhands a shot right on the line. The Mustang wins the first set 6-1. Early in the second set, on another Chang serve, each player sends multiple slow volleys in search of an edge. Arya lobs a return way to the back and heads towards the net to await the return, but Chang sends a lob perfectly placed over the head of Arya and down for the point. In the end, Arya is able to use his veteran experience to overpower the Red Hawk, taking the win with a pair of nice backhands to snag the second set 6-4 and the 3rd place medal. Arya initially fell to Jansen Liu from Naperville North in the singles semifinals, while Chang was defeated by Ritvik Korapati from Naperville North, making it an all-Husky singles sectional final. The teammates decided to forego the championship match and risk injury with state on the horizon, as Korapati takes 1st place as the top overall seed. The doubles championship features Mattia's top duo, Rish Railker and Amaya Tiagi, against Bennett Academy's Hugh Davis and Charlie Flavin. Davis and Flavin took care of Lalani and Donnelly in the semis, while Railker and Tiagi defeated Yang and Bardwaj. In a tightly contested first set, the Mustangs take it 7-5 after a return from Tiagi and a smash down the middle from Railker, playing near the net. In the second set, the Red Wings are not going down without a fight. Flavin with a nice return followed by a pop-up backhand from Railker. Davis recovers and sends a long lob to the back. Railker then sends a lob of his own, but floats it right to Davis, who pounds the ball down for the point. Bennett forces a third set after a 6-3 second set win. In the third set, Railcar sends a serve over from the near court. Tiagi looks to earn the point with a big smash, but somehow Davis scrambles back and sends the ball back over. Tiagi then slices a shot back to the left, but Flavin rushes over and gets back-to-back returns over the net. Flavin and Railcar then volley until the Mustangs hit the net. The Red Wings survive the point and take a 4-1 lead in set 3. Bennett hopes to take the final set with Davis serving the near court. The Mustangs flip the script, recovering to send back a strong smash from Flavin. Eventually, Tiagi uses a drop shot that hits the court for a second time just before Davis can get to the ball. Mattia wins 4 straight games to take a 5-4 lead. Railcar serves for match point for the Mustangs. Flavin has the initial return, which Railcar sends back. Davis then tries to cut the ball off with a backhand, but it falls short of the net. Mattia Valley wins first place in 1 doubles in a 3-set thriller. Naperville North Boys Tennis is the Bennett Academy sectional champion, just ahead of Mattia Valley, behind the strong performance in singles. Naperville Central finishes in 3rd, with state getting underway later in the week.
Naperville North Boys Water Polo went up against New Trier in the state championship, where Caden Sow scores the game winner for the Huskies. After being down 6-2 at half, North is on a 4-0 run, and the game's all tied up. Mason Hoffman lays it off to Sow, who's one-on-one with the goalie and scores. A nice finish from the Husky. In the final 15 seconds, North needs one last stop and gets it with an amazing save from Caleb Hewson. It gives the Huskies their first ever state title. Our girls soccer teams are among the state's best and competed in regionals throughout the week. When we return, let's close out the show with some of those highlights.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO. The import tariff is here, but at Fair Oaks Ford, we'll help you beat the tariff with a large selection of American-made in-stock vehicles right now. For a limited time, lock in pre-tariff pricing on select new Ford models and save thousands. From America, for America. And right now, we're offering employee pricing for all. You pay what we pay. Now that's what we call fair. Don't miss your chance to beat the tariff at Fair Oaks Ford in Naperville.
The girls' soccer regional semis are at Oswego High School. The game was originally scheduled for Tuesday, but got pushed to the following day due to inclement weather. Naperville North enters as the number 4 seed, with Plainfield East coming in at number 13. Both teams look to kick their way into the regional finals. About 2 minutes into the first period, Husky Abby Penn kicks from the wing for a goal, but her attempt gets caught by Plainfield East goalie Valeria Ramos. North tries to knock in the game's first goal once more from the foot of Claire DeCook, but just like Penn, DeCook's attempt gets denied by Ramos. With 13 minutes on the clock in the first half, DeCook takes the ball through the wing before kicking the ball into the corner and inside the net to put the Huskies on the board for a 1-0 lead. Plainfield East looking to get on the board as well, however the ball is on the loose. But sophomore goalie Katie Jorstad of Naperville North slides in for the save. It's 1-0 at the end of the first half, with the Huskies maintaining the lead. About 4 minutes into the second half, Husky Addison Sitzman passes to Lauren Pera, who kicks the ball past Ramos and inside the net to extend the Husky lead to 2-0. Tessa Nicoletti with the ball for East, and she kicks over to Gabriela Sanchez, who sends the ball towards the net, where Katie Jorstad stands in for the catch. The Tigers try again, this time from Caroline Dinnan on the wing, but Jorstad denies Dinnan's attempt as Naperville North holds the 2-0 lead. Late in the game, in the Tigers zone, a couple of passes bounce off people's heads. North's Natalie Pontecorvo controls the ball and pops her shot over the goalie and into the net for the dagger. It's 3-0 Naperville North. The end of the game sees the Huskies come out on top as Naperville North defeats the Tigers of Plainfield East 3-0. North will be back at Oswego High School on Saturday, May 24th for the regional championship against the winner of Oswego and Waubonsie Valley at noon.
Waubonsie Valley girls soccer makes the 6-mile trip down Ogden Avenue to play Oswego in the regional semis. The Panthers enter the match following a dominant 9-0 win over Joliet West. The winner tonight moves on to face Naperville North in the regional final. Both teams bring the playoff intensity early with physical defense in the opening 10 minutes. Oswego tests the waters with a shot, but Waubonsie keeper Charlie Vanderwatt steps up with a solid save to keep the game scoreless. The Panthers stay aggressive on offense. Natasha Lopez sends in a well-placed cross, finding Jordan Washington, who finishes for her first goal of the night. Oswego takes the 1-0 lead. Oswego pushes for more. Aubrey Erich finds Washington again, but her shot is denied by another strong save from Vanderwatt. The Panthers still hold a 1-0 lead with 10 minutes left in the half. Now 7 minutes remain, and Washington continues to create chances. She shakes off a defender and finds Maine Broly, who buries the second goal. Oswego leads 2-0 heading into halftime. Just 5 minutes into the second, Waubonsie tries to build momentum from a throw-in, but a Panther foul sets up a free kick. McKinley Ladd sends in the ball, and senior Katie Chapman connects for the Warriors' first goal. They cut the deficit to 2-1. Fueled by Chapman's goal, Waubonsie draws another foul in a dangerous spot. Ladd delivers again, and Chapman finishes once more, this time for the equalizer. We're all tied at 2 with 30 minutes to play. Oswego looks to avoid overtime as Lopez tries to curl in a shot from the right side, but Vanderwatt is there again for one of her 18 saves. This one's heading to overtime. After a scoreless first OT, it just takes over a minute into the second for Washington to seal it up. She scores the game winner to lift Oswego to the regional final, where they'll meet 4-seeded Naperville North, a team that beat them earlier this season on penalties.
Welcome to some regional girls soccer action as the Naperville Central Redhawks get set to play host to the Bolingbrook Raiders. The Redhawks enter tonight's contest with an incredible 18-1-1 record, while Bolingbrook enters looking to improve on their 3-15-3 mark on this season. Naperville's Bella Brazic gets the scoring start on this one, as she converts the pass from teammate Callie Tumility into the game's first points just 47 seconds into the match. Central's Rebecca Ruggiero bobs and weaves through the Raider defense and gets her shot through the net, which gives the Redhawks an early 2-0 lead. Given the opportunity for a free kick, Redhawks sophomore Emerson Burke showcases pinpoint accuracy and increases her squad's lead to 3. A phenomenal effort from Bolingbrook goalie Trista Yancey on this save keeps it within 3. On this fast break, Central's Tumility gets past the Raider defense and sneaks the ball past Yancey for the team's 4th goal in the first period. More good defense here from Raiders goalie Yancey as her quick reflexes prevent another Redhawk goal on a free kick. After a corner kick, Naperville's Eleanor Kane gets the header to hit the back of the net, and the Redhawks keep pouring it on in the rain. Naperville's Kira Lambin drives, stops, and fires away with a great shot to extend Central's lead even further. After getting the pass, Naperville's Paige Connolly lulls her defender to sleep before tucking her shot perfectly in the left pocket for another Central goal. Then Natalie Leash gets the ball past the Raider defense on this fast break and evades the goalie before softly tapping it in for the goal. Great pass from Malia Shen sets up teammate Lambin for a goal, giving the Redhawks a dominant 9-0 lead. This game would be called at halftime due to both the rain and the score, as the Redhawks would take this one 10-0 in regional play.
The
girls soccer regional final is here as Metea Valley takes the field searching for regional plaque number 10 as they take on Bennett Academy. The Red Wings are in revenge tour after falling in the regional championship last season to Plainfield North, along with a 3-0 defeat to the Mustangs back on March 20th. It's the Mustangs on the offensive attack first, but Isabel Leofanti's kick finds Jada McGlynn, who makes the save. Bennett's turn to score until Sydney Phillips leads the charge for the Mustangs on defense and knocks the ball away. Lily Sinise tries out the corner kick, but McGlynn reacts quickly for another save to keep the Zeros on the board. Red Wings try again as they look for their first goal. Eleanor Mahan sees the loose ball, though her kick misses the net, and both teams go into halftime scoreless. Can the Red Wings start the second half in front? Not when Jessie Chirata steps up for the Mustangs as she deflects the ball out of harm's way. Here's a free kick for Peyton Cable, but Arna Raghavapudi makes a daring save in traffic that pays off. Free kick coming up for Olivia Hernandez. After the kick, the Bennett defense keeps its composure, and the Zeros are still on the board, so we have two 10-minute overtimes coming up. Both defenses bend but don't break because Raghavapudi denies access on Kira Stone's strike with a diving save. The game is still scoreless as we are in the second OT because Casey Glynn makes a deflection, but Daniela Tomasini has a second chance to score, but it's no good. It's 0-0 after two overtimes, so it's time for penalty kicks. Both teams strike on their first attempts, and Olivia Hernandez keeps the momentum on the Mustangs side with a goal on the second go. Victoria Polanco is up next, and she converts to tie up the Pens at 2. Red Wings make a save, and Megan Saris gives Bennett the lead 3-2 after this strike attempt. Isabel Leofanti steps up and keeps the game alive with this goal. Fifth and final try for Bennett, and it's Chloe Setman delivering the game winner. It's Upset City in Aurora as the 8th-seeded Bennett Academy Red Wings take down the sectional's top-seeded Metea Valley. The Red Wings move on to the sectional semifinal where they'll face the winner of Oswego and Naperville North.
Regional championship action for girls soccer is on as 4th-seeded Naperville North travels to face 5th-seeded Oswego. The Huskies enter after beating Plainfield East 3-0, while the Panthers enter off a double overtime win over Waubonsie Valley. North looks to continue its regional dominance as they've won a title every year since 2011. The winner will move on to face Bennett Academy in the sectional semifinals. North gets the momentum early as Alexa Sertic passes it to Claire DeCook. She surges ahead past the defense and takes the shot, but it goes just wide of the net, keeping the game scoreless. Now Oswego's turn on offense. Jordan Washington gets the short pass up the middle. She takes the shot as it bounces towards the net, but Olivia Oshner makes the save to keep the game tied. North's defense remains firm as Washington takes the ball again and shoots it from the right side, but Oshner makes the juggling save to shut down the Panthers' attack. North goes back on the charge. As the race for the ball is claimed by DeCook, she takes the shot, but a sliding save is made by Kyla Beyer. Then before the half, North goes again as the ball makes its way to the middle towards Lily Raddick. Her shot is deflected into the air and tipped away by Beyer. North claims the rebound with Catherine Rohr going again, but her shot is blocked by Oswego. The Panthers clear the ball out of their territory to keep it scoreless at halftime. Now in the second half going the other way, North gets the loose ball. Abby Penn sends in a dangerous cross where it finds the foot of Brooke Welch, who volleys it in through a crowd. She falls down but puts North up 1-0 early in the second half. North has another opportunity on the corner kick as the ball bounces off of several players. Emily Busher side kicks it to the net, but a nice defensive play is made by Isabella Delgado to keep it a 1-goal game. Later on, North now has a free kick as Busher sends a line drive to the net. The Huskies try to deflect it in, but Beyer beats them to the ball for a terrific save. North keeps attacking as a scramble towards the net sees DeCook claim possession. She takes the shot as it goes past Beyer but not the goalpost, bouncing off the woodwork as Oswego takes possession. However, the Huskies wouldn't allow a goal all game as they claimed the regional championship 1-0 over Oswego. It's the 14th straight regional title for the Huskies. They return home on Tuesday night to host Bennett in the sectional semifinals.
It's a breezy evening on the pitch as Naperville Central girls soccer hosts Lockport in the IHSA 3A regional final. The Redhawks are off to their best start in program history at 19-1-1 and are looking to capture a second straight regional crown after a dominant 10-0 win over Bolingbrook. Central looks to strike early. Bella Brozic controls the ball and finds Emma Russell, who lays it off to Nicole Sachek. She fires away from 20 yards out, but Lockport keeper Olivia Lucky is there to make the stop. We remain scoreless. Emerson Burke now throws it in for Central, and Kelly Tumulty collects the ball and fires just wide of the far post. The Porters push back. Hayden Spoderic sets up a free kick, and Ava Kozak settles it before launching a shot just over the crossbar. With 6 minutes left in the half, Lockport's on the attack. Gianna Cisneros finds Eureka Hernandez, who slips a pass to Tiffany Genesi. She races towards goal, but Redhawk goalie Aaron Hackett comes off her line and slides in with a clutch save to keep it 0-0. Just before halftime, Emerson Burke gets another look, but her strike goes wide. We head into the break still scoreless. Into the second half, Bella Brozic curls in a corner kick, and Kelly Tumulty rises up and heads it home. The Redhawks strike first, 1-0 in the 49th minute. Lockport responds quickly. Giannessi, the senior, takes the ball, beats her defender, and bends a beautiful shot into the top right corner. An incredible strike ties the match at 1. The Redhawks come right back. Sachek sets up Tumulty, who crosses to Natalie Leish. She plays a quick give and go with Paige Connolly, and Leish buries it top bins. Central's back on top 2-1. Later in the half, Brozic sends in another corner. It's knocked back out by a Porter defender, but Brozic regains possession, chips it back into the box, and off the rebounds, senior Rebecca Ruggiero is in the right spot to score. It gives Naperville Central a 3-1 win for its second consecutive regional title. The Redhawks improve to 21-1 and move on to face Neuqua Valley, the only team to beat them this season, as they'll meet up in the sectional semis on Tuesday night. Neuqua Valley girls soccer took on Plainfield North, where Alessandra Russo sets up Selma Larby for the game winner and regional title. We're in the second overtime, where Russo charges down the left wing for the Wildcats. She picks out her target and sends in a perfect cross to Larby, who scores off a header at the back post. It gives the Wildcats the 3-2 win and the regional championship. Let's take one more look at the cross by Russo and finish by Larby, who recorded an assist earlier in the game. And that will just about do it for this week's show of NSW. Next week's episode will be an hour long and include multiple high-stake games from numerous sports. You can find all our highlights, feature stories, and community sports on nctv17.org. You can also find us across all social media platforms at NCTV17. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Joe Kennedy, and we'll see you again next week.